Hello loves, welcome back to Soothberry. Today is day 3 of our 10 days to attract love. We've already done some deep, meaningful work over the past 2 days. You've defined what love means to you, and you've started clearing out the emotional baggage that's been weighing you down. Today we're diving into something so powerful it can change how you move through the world. Magnetic energy. Let me ask you something. Have you ever met someone who just lights up the room the second they walk in? You feel this pull towards them, not because of how they look or what they say, but because of who they are, the energy that they exude. There's an ease about them, an openness, a kind of quiet confidence that makes you think, I want to be around this person. Counter to popular belief, that's not something you have to be born with. That kind of energy is something that can be cultivated, which is great news because that means that you can cultivate it too. And why is this relevant on our journey? It's because attracting love isn't about chasing it. It's about becoming someone who draws it in naturally. It's not about performing or pretending. It's about truly stepping into the version of yourself that's already whole, already enough, and already worthy of the love you want. But before we talk about how to become magnetic, I want to take a moment to acknowledge where you might be right now. Maybe you feel invisible, like you're doing all the right things, but love just isn't seeing you. Or maybe you're tired of giving so much of yourself and getting so little in return. Or you could feel like something's wrong with you, like maybe you're just not the kind of person who gets to have the love you want, that your personality isn't loud enough or it's too loud. But I want you to know this, you are not too much. You are not too little. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are a human being who's figuring it out just like the rest of us. And here's the truth. The love you want isn't far away. It's closer than you think. But it starts with you. So let's talk about what magnetic energy really is. Magnetism isn't about being loud or perfect or the center of attention. This is good news for the introverts out here. It's about the energy that you carry with you. It's an energy that says, I'm at peace with who I am, I know what I bring to the table, and I trust that the right people will see it. When you walk through life with that kind of energy, people feel it. It's in the way you smile, the way you listen, the way you hold yourself. And most importantly, it's in the way you treat yourself. Because here's the thing. The world mirrors back to you the way you treat yourself. If you're constantly criticizing yourself, second-guessing yourself, or putting yourself last, that's the energy that you're putting out, and you're setting the example for that behavior. But when you love yourself, not in a shallow Instagram quote-worthy way, but in a deep, soulful, I've got my own back way, that's when you become magnetic. So I get it. Maybe loving yourself feels hard right now, especially when you don't have someone validating you at this moment. Maybe you've spent years believing that you're not enough, or maybe you've been hurt so many times that trusting yourself feels impossible. Maybe you're hyper aware of every little thing about yourself that you think is unlovable. Maybe you shrink yourself because you're afraid of being judged. But love doesn't find you when you're hiding. It finds you when you're shining. So how do we cultivate that magnetic energy? How do we become the person who effortlessly attracts love? Firstly, like we mentioned earlier, it is to treat yourself like someone you love. Think about how you show up for the people you care about. You listen to them, you encourage them, you remind them of their worth when they forget. Now ask yourself, are you doing that for yourself? When was the last time you looked in the mirror and spoke to yourself with kindness? With admiration? When was the last time you celebrated your wins instead of brushing them off? So the action step for this is to start small. Every morning, I want you to say one kind thing to yourself. It could be as simple as, I'm proud of you for showing up today. Or it could be, my hair is looking bomb today. The second way you become someone with magnetic energy is to step deeply into your passions. We've all noticed how alive someone looks when they're talking about something they love. Passion lights you up from the inside, and that kind of glow draws people in. But there are times that we lose touch with our passions because we're so focused on finding love that we forget to live. So the action step for this is to ask yourself, what makes me feel alive? Is there something I've been putting off? Like learning a new skill, dancing, picking up an old hobby, or saying yes to something exciting. Go do it. The third way to become a magnetic force and energy is to stop chasing, start attracting. Chasing love looks like you're constantly trying to prove your worth through your appearance, your achievements, or your actions. Attracting love looks like knowing your worth and trusting that the right people will see it. So the next time you find yourself over-explaining, over-apologizing, or over-giving to someone, take a pause. Take a deep breath and remind yourself, I am enough just as I am. Do you ever find yourself trying to fill a silence to prove you're worthy of that time with them? Don't. Next time, don't do that. Let yourself be. Let them be someone worthy of your time. So this isn't just some feel-good advice. There's real psychology behind it. First of all, there's the law of emotional contagion. Emotions are contagious. When you radiate positivity, warmth, confidence, others can't help but feel it too. And that kind of stuff feels so darn good that it's attractive and they want to be around you to feel it more. Second, there's the law of reciprocity. When you give love freely to yourself and to others, it creates a natural desire for others to give it back. People don't like when there's a feeling of energy imbalance. And on a subconscious level, when they feel a lot of love being received, they'll naturally want to give it back. And thirdly, there's the self-fulfilling prophecy. If you believe you're unlovable, you'll act in ways that reinforce that belief. But if you believe you're magnetic and worthy, you'll start showing up in the ways that attract love effortlessly. You'll beam, you'll glow, you'll exude pride, your posture will change. Try to notice that. And it's a switch that you can toggle if you pay it mindful attention. So as per usual, I'm going to leave you with some affirmations to start your day. I will state them out loud, and I will leave a pause for you to repeat them. So to start, I radiate confidence, love, and joy. I am a magnet for the love I desire. I treat myself with kindness, patience, and compassion. My energy attracts people who see my worth. I am whole, complete, and ready to receive love. As some final words, I want you to remember that you don't have to be perfect to be magnetic. You don't have to be extroverted. You don't have to be loud. You don't have to be quiet. You don't have to be dim. You just have to be unapologetically you. The version of you who laughs freely, loves deeply, and believes in their own worth. Those are the people who take up space in this world. So today, take one small step towards stepping into your magnetic energy. Carry yourself with your chest open and your head held high. Show yourself a little more love. Say yes to something that lights you up. And trust that love is already making its way to you, because it is. All right, you've got this, love. Join me back here tomorrow for day 4 as we talk about self-love and confidence, which is the key to everything. Bye.